Hello everyone, welcome. I'm Umbras, and today we are back in Gran Turismo 3 where we get to do a fun amount of racing in the One Make series. Welcome Machiavelli, welcome Forge GT, hope you're both doing well. Alright, hope your weekends have been going wonderfully. I'm still just a itty bitty tired. Compared to normal, just because I did have an endurance race yesterday and I was quite busy today. But that is alright because we're diving in. We're doing some One Make race and we have the Type R meeting ready to go. And this is gonna be a fun one. We even have a race that ends at Côte d'Azur, the Monaco Grand Prix. So that is gonna be very, very fun. I'm looking forward to it. I am I am very much looking forward to it. Yeah, no, I said hello. Don't worry, all good. Welcome Machiavelli, welcome Forge GT. I made sure to welcome everyone out of posted in chat and everything. All good. Great, welcome Adachi. Hope things have been well with you. Welcome Fonty, everyone joining in. Happy Sunday, hope it is a good Sunday. Hope you enjoyed your Saturday as well, getting a little bit of rest. I'm doing pretty good actually, all things considering. I am a little bit EP, but like not terribly EP. But we are still gonna be pushing hard. We're still gonna be making things work. We're still gonna be having a lot of fun. So let's dive right in. Oh yes, we finally have an adversary. We have the wonderful NSX Type R. It is a bit of a mirror match. Although we are just a little bit quicker than them, our upgrades have helped. I think I've gotten it pretty close to how the in-game, the game upgrades the car as well for the Amateur League. So we shouldn't have too much issues, I think. I hope. You never know. And after this, we can use the money we gain from this championship to get this this vehicle ready for the Professional League MR Challenge. A little bit on this here there. Ooh, speaking of which, Fonty, Monaco, the historic cars, the historic F1 cars. I know there's a couple different Monaco tracks from different eras and everything. So I totally, you know, I think you should try to drive the vehicles around that. Much twistier, very technical, very challenging. But yeah, should be interesting, should be good. Hang on a second, somebody is messaging me on Discord. Anyway, we're all good. Oh yeah, we got some good speed down the straight. The NSX behind us, very close behind. Yeah, they're gonna keep us honest throughout this entire race. Oh, a little too deep on the brakes there. That's gonna get him closer. That's gonna get him very close. Oh boy, we got the championship white NSX there and the sunshine yellow NSX. It's gonna make things very tricky. But we have the F1 heritage paint. I mean, look at that, that is gorgeous. Ain't no denying that is a nice looking NSX. So we should be good. Let's dive. Let's keep pushing. It is a little bit sad that it's only one NSX that's challenging us. The rest of the field, the other Type R vehicles, aren't really all that close to challenging us. They're a little bit further away and everything. Ludwolf, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything is good with you. Right now we are duking out with another NSX mirror match on Tokyo Route 246. Big allergy have. Yeah, make sure you you know, you do like either like the neti pot or like allergy medication or whatever to help kind of mitigate that, prevent things like sinus infections and all of that fun stuff. Hopefully you feel better soon. Make sure if your home has like essential like HVAC system and everything, make sure you change the filter on that regularly, as well as that does help with allergens. Small price to pay for a clearer nose. The cool thing about this track as well is that right there, if you look to the left, sorry, right there, where you see all those cars parked, that is Honda's Tokyo headquarters, which is very, very nice. That's just one thing I really like about the Route 246 track, is that this one, it literally has like its ties directly to racing culture, with Honda's Tokyo headquarters literally right down the start-finish straight, just a couple blocks away from the start-finish line. Like, that is pretty cool, and it leads credence to having, you know, the Type R race, the Honda race here as well. It is basically a Honda street circuit. Trying to do pre-quali, but the aim doesn't play nice. I haven't done pre-quali yet. I probably should. I'm planning on probably doing that like Monday. Yeah, Monday and or Wednesday probably be my pre-quali days. Wednesday probably more than anything else, just because I'll have a little bit of free time then. I'm taking Wednesday off tonight, this week, because one, I already have plenty of other it's a fast track. I can handle that. That's no big deal. Hey, if it's fast for me, it'll be fast for everyone else. So it's still an accurate depiction of skill level. Like, that's not terrible. Plus, also, I quite like Nürburgring GP, so I don't have much issues there. Wait, there's one track I haven't tackled yet in the vintage F1s and the Slick. I mean, there's a few. There's a few you get that are definitely worth taking a look at. Both in terms of a historical context and in a modern context too, because even Monaco nowadays does host vintage F1 races. Oh, the Nürburgring. Oh, I'd be scared to do that in modern cars, let alone in vintage F1 cars. You gotta be absolutely ready with that track. Nürburgring Nordschleife is a track that gives me challenge even in modern GT cars, modern touring cars. I quite like the GP track, the Nürburgring Grand Prix track, but the Nordschleife version is tricky, shall we say the least. Very, very tricky. There we go, down the gears, get the rotation through the corners. Gosh, this thing is absolutely glorious. I love the sound of it. I love the look of it. I love the feel of it. The way it handles is just top notch. Then in the last gen DTM cars, we'll go into the GT cars. The Nordschleife, we did it in the Class 1 DTM car. Oh, yo, you're crazy. You're crazy, man. Why? Holy moly. Like, the Nürburgring GP circuit, yeah, perfect track for DTM cars. But the actual Nordschleife track, that's scary. That is scary. That is very scary. Oh boy. Nice. One more lap for the first race of the Type R one make race. Doing another crazy straight underwards with. Didn't he do it in like an LMP1 car at one time? Ugh, I'm scared to do anything fast in a GT4. So believe it or not, I actually wasn't taking part in V-Track in that season. I was on a bit of a sabbatical, only doing the TGT racing, just because I'd be missing a lot of the weekends that they did V-Track anyway, so I didn't want to, you know, missed that. I have done Nürburgring in the Sunday series with the M2, and I've done it as well in a different race, different series in a GT4 car. Never quite done it in a GT3 yet, and the fact that both TGT and V-Track are going to be at the Nordschleife this season is fun. I'm not looking forward to it. Did it in the old car? Did we race Nordschleife? I don't think we raced Nordschleife in old car. We only did GTM. They only did Nürburgring Grand Prix. Oh, but I have raced the Nürburgring Grand Prix circuit in V-Track. Yeah, I've done that a couple times. And TGT. Like I said, I quite like the Grand Prix circuit. I just do not like the Nordschleife, full Nordschleife track. It's one that just anything faster than like a GT4, and even GT4s nowadays are kind of pushing it the limit a little bit. Anything faster than that, I'm not the biggest fan of at the Nordschleife. Like, I don't think I'll be competitive. I have to do Nords in GT2. Yeah, I'm doing it in the GT4. No way am I doing GTM in a a GT2 car. No, thank you. Nah, sorry. Big no. Ooh, alright, Special Stage Route 11, another city track. So at least 3 city tracks for this championship. You got Tokyo Route 246, Special Stage Route 11, and Monaco, Côte d'Azur. So decent amount of city tracks. A couple of probably regular tracks too. They're really going with the long tracks for this these 5-lap races as well. Really want us to get acquainted, shall we say, with these cars. All right, nice and smooth. Down a gear. Get it through the corners. Hi, I see you. I see you. All right, get the rotation through the corners here. The NSX does have a good launch. Ooh, okay. We lost a little bit of ground there. A little bit of a twitch. Wasn't quite ready for that. Kind of make up some ground. Worst case scenario, if we stay close to them, we can get the slipstream off of them heading onto the main start-finish straight and outbrake them heading into the turn 2 on the track. Whoop, all right. Doing a little bit of a defensive line there. Yeah, they're understeering just a little bit. This allows us to get by them. All right, down in the gears. Second gear, get through the hairpins. The many hairpins. There's so many hairpins. Yep, there we go. Keep it smooth. There we go. Good stuff. All the way around the corners. Alright, got about 0.8 seconds ahead of the yellow NSX. We're doing well so far through the chicane. There we go. There we go. Alright, 2 minutes 20 seconds basically for the first lap. We can go a lot quicker. Now we're actually going at full speed across the start finish line instead of being stopped. Through the gears. Make sure we keep it nice and steady. This track is absolutely gorgeous as well. They did a really good job with really, pushing the PS2's hardware to its limits with this track. All the light reflections, all the the different colors and everything. It is just a very pretty track. The greenery, all the lighting and everything. I'd honestly love to see this track or like a revised and remastered version of this track make a return in later Gran Turismo games. Like, this would be a track that would just really, really look absolutely stellar. And it's a bit of a shame. It is a bit of a shame that... Oh, a second. There we go. Sorry about that. It is a little bit of a shame that, this is its last appearance in Gran Turismo 3. Like, no other appearances. This is literally the last game that it shows up in. For 24 years, this track has not made an appearance in a Gran Turismo game. That is a little bit sad, because I do genuinely love this track, and it would look really, really cool remastered in, like, you know, HD and everything. The emulation, the emulation upscaling and everything does help. But, like, you know, having the extra detail, seeing, you know, the track begin to get kind of rubbered in, seeing, you know, the tire marks, seeing the rubber bits going off the racing line, you know, the marbles and everything. Having, you know, fireworks go on in night sky, having, you know, all of that stuff, the marshal posts, the lighting for, you know, the flags, the localized flags and everything. It would be so cool. And having that with, you know, vehicles that sound close to realistic, that look close to realistic, that drive close to realistic. Like, come on, Polyphony. This would be a fun one to have. Like, even if they take the Gran Turismo 1 with the tunnel death chicane. Like, that would still be fun as hell. That would still be fun as hell. And I would be down for it. I do pose probably not popular enough. Maybe. I know I'd love to see Apricot Hill in another Gran Turismo game. Last game they came in was Gran Turismo 6 back in 2013, which is over a decade ago. What track do I fear the most besides Nürburgring? From a simulator perspective or from an IRL perspective, because those two are very different. Those two are very, very different. Also, we talking tracks that are still currently in operation in their current form? Or like, even like historically, tracks that had operated at one point or another? Because again, that changes the answer quite a bit. A detail perspective. Okay, the IRL perspective, modern tracks. IRL perspective in modern tracks based on like what's, you know, based on how they are currently run. That's the case. Pocono. Unironically, Pocono. You might be thinking, Pocono, Isaac, that's just an oval. You're just making left turns there. Look, alright. Pocono, IRL. If I ever was to be an IRL racing driver, like for IndyCar or like NASCAR or something like that, Pocono would scare the ever-loving shit out of me more than Daytona, more than Talladega, more than any of the road courses they race on. Pocono. 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 The reason being, the amount of absolutely wild, just freak accidents that have happened there that resulted in 2015 one driver losing his life, and in 2018 another driver losing the ability to use his legs, is terrifying. Like, people joke and say that Talladega is haunted, but if there was ever an American racetrack that I were to believe is actually genuinely haunted, it would be Pocono. It would be Pocono. The amount of crazy shit in my lifetime that I have seen happen at that track, it's gotta be Pocono. Pocono scares me. Also, that Pier's Courage F1 car I've been driving to set a course. One thing I like is that the wings both front and rear moves. Ooh, that's pretty cool. So you can actually see the wing angle and everything as you adjust. That's a cool feature. That's a very well done mod then. GG. GG on that one. Whoever made that mod, top notch modeling, top notch programming and everything. That's the good shit. That is absolutely the good shit. GG, man. But it's fun to drive too. The fact that you've been driving it so much when you're normally a oval and NASCAR person, that's really cool. That you're kind of branching out, getting into other stuff. Because the more you learn about one aspect of motorsport, the more you can kind of use that to develop another aspect and everything. Oh boy. Alright, we actually have a decent lead on second place right now. Like at Tokyo they kept it pretty close to most of the race. Here, we got about an 8-second lead. We've kind of managed to find the flow of the track, whereas our opponent has not. Hold on, should I keep with the AMG? Should I move cars? No more noise. Honestly, unless there's another vehicle where you feel even more confident in, or just as confident in, I'd say probably stick with the AMG. Worst case scenario, Nords would be kind of the development and potentially drop round, assuming you can make every other race. Like, either way, I'm staying with the AMG. The AMG has been my main car for the GT3 class since pretty much I started playing the game. Granted, I used the old AMG first before going to the Evo, but even still, like you may as well use that as like a learning experience. You know, learn to kind of keep off the curbs, learn to kind of be safe and quick with the AMG at Nords. You know, have that be the learning test and everything like that. There we go, second race done. Second race of the championship done, across the line. Boom shakalaka. Very nice. Let's see how far back they were. 10, almost 11 seconds. Jeez. Alright. The closest car to the AMG Evo times the Aston. Yeah, at that point, just stick with the AMG. Just suck it up with Nords. Get ready for that. Learn what curbs you can ride on, which curbs are deadly, and you should be fine. You should be okay. All right, next one, a much shorter track, Super Speedway. Very quick laps here. This one kind of based off of the Twin Wing Motegi Speedway. So again, another Japanese-esque track. Also because Motegi is a Honda playground, fitting in with the Honda Type R race. This would be a fun one. Come on, big push. Get into the draft of the Honda Type R ahead of us. Give me that suck. You can hear when I'm out of the draft versus in the draft. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with the AMG, bro. I'm just gonna suck it up for Nords, learn it, get good, and try my best. Whatever happens, happens. Look, yesterday I had a 2.4-hour race at Spa. I literally got wrecked the first turn, dropped back to 20th in class, and then managed to work my way back up to 8th over that full race. I say at that point, I can adapt to more or less anything at this stage. I know, cocky as hell, but whatever. Whatever happens, happens. I ain't fretting it. I ain't fretting it. There we go. Full speed through the corners. Is it sights? Maybe partially. As well as whatever the number 7 Ferrari was. But the big one that got me was number 408 McLaren in that race. They absolutely did not even attempt to slow down, piled into the pile-up that I was trying to avoid, and then just T-boned me into the wall. Like, I'm a little bit. They better, let me put it this way, they better give me a very wide berth if they're running in the TGT series. Because if they don't, I may eat a penalty. Not intentionally, but I mean, it was kind of a cluster. It was kind of a cluster all around. But yeah, the AMG that led the 711 car definitely started a little bit, and then the 7 plowed into the back of the Ferrari that got a little bit unsettled, and then the 408 McLaren just exacerbated the problem. DJ flipped. Exactly. Like they should have. I think honestly, and I may talk with track staff about this a little bit. Granted, I'm not staff, but I may propose this. Is the creation of a red flag rule for especially endurance events like that, where if there's just a massive turn 1 pileup that takes out like half the field, like we red flag, reset the race and everything like that. I think that should be the best way to do it. Nanya, welcome. Hope you're well. Right now, we are about halfway through, actually almost exactly halfway through the Type R Championship, where we are up against another NSX Type R, as well as a bunch of other Type R Hondas. This race at the lovely Super Speedway, based off the Motegi Super Speedway, is a very fun race. And we have 2 more ahead of us outside of that. I know the final event will be at the Monaco circuit, so I'm looking forward to racing through there. It should be fun. That 1974 car, I don't think I ever pushed up a car that hard in the straights in the corners. Yeah, it's a fun car to drive, for sure. The older vehicles, they feel alive. It's great. It's fun to push a car you feel comfortable in. Yes, we do have a spa race as well. I'm looking forward to that. Especially because I'll be starting further in the back with the GT4s, so I can take it a bit easier and maybe focus on bullying Alex a little bit more. just a little bit anyway. Just a little bit. Just a teensy tiny bit. Alright, we're actually getting close to lapping the cars ahead of us. This is the pace difference between us and the back markers, as well as the short laps will lead to us actually lapping them within 10 laps. I think we'll be able to lap everyone but the other NSX. The other NSX is keeping pace, although they are down just a little bit compared to us. So we will have to see. We have to see what all we can do. Do fastest lap as well. So that'll be very fun. It's toughest competitor in V-Track. Ooh, like my rival. That's a tough one, because it varies by season and the tracks as well. I'd say usually the ones who genuinely are around my pace the most frequently, and I'm usually the most, I don't want to say wary of, because that implies like I don't think highly of them, but usually the ones where like I compare myself the most to is probably this season was probably closest to Midnight, I'd say. But even then, it was tough because like Midnight had considerably more speed than me, I just managed to have better luck and better consistency than her. But generally, 9 times out of 10, it's usually someone like Biggie, Asa, or maybe Ryoma Kirihara. Probably one of those 3 is the ones where I am generally about equal on pace and racecraft and strategy with. And it comes down to other external factors that determines who wins, I think. Yeah, you and Kaito. Although Kaito, I've been training him a little bit and trying to help work with him. So he has gotten a little bit quicker. So I'm looking forward to maybe one of these days I can convince him to go back into TGT and race against you again. Just to see how well he's improved, how well you've improved as well. Could be fun. Because he had very good consistency throughout the V2.4H yesterday as well. Like, he had very, very good consistency. It wasn't until after that big accident at the start, it wasn't until pretty much a full hour and 30 minutes that I managed to get my lap back and actually pass him for position. Like, that's pretty impressive. Like, over that distance, he managed to have the consistent pace to make things work. So I'm impressed in that regards. Alright, back to Tokyo. We're staying pretty much entirely in Japan except for the final rounds here. All kinds of Japanese-inspired tracks. I'm assuming Special Stage Route 11 and Special Stage Route 5 are both kind of Japanese tracks as well. They kind of have that like Japanese urban environments vibe. I know technically with them being a, you know, an original circuit and everything, that technically could be anywhere, any urban environment in the world, but I don't know, I've always kind of seen them more as like Japanese inspired tracks. Just one driver in NASCAR Racing 03 is who I always say he's the Jim Clark of that game. There's one more race in championships than many of the elite. Yeah, occasionally you just get some people that are like really, really good and everything. And the big thing is, with those people, ask them all of the questions. Unironically, ask them all of the questions. Because those people, the reason they're fast is because they know more. They've done more, they've experienced more, they have a lot more to build off of. So, with any, and this goes the same with any league, with the fast people, if they're nice enough, and the only way to figure out if they're nice enough is to ask them the questions. Ask them the questions. Because you will learn so much from those who know more than you. And it's not a bad thing to know less than other people. Because that means that you now have a pathway to learning more. Honestly, it might be bad to be the smartest person in the room, because then, well, like, who do you learn from then? You stagnate, you die, in a way. What you can do then is impart your knowledge in other people, that way you can lift other people up. I think in GTM, in the GT2 class, probably about, yeah. Although you got Song to worry about though. Song's looking very quick as well. So, I do wish you the best of luck there. Also about the DTM race has been won by Angel. Where was DTM at again? I didn't get a chance to watch the race this weekend. I've been crazy busy between the sim racing, getting stuff done at home, getting things prepped for a couple of personal projects, basically home improvement projects, minor things like replacing the sealant in the bathroom, as well as I need to recaulk the door as well. Usher Schleben. Ooh. I like Usher Schleben, that's a fun track. Although I much prefer it in touring cars than in GT cars. GT cars, it feels just a little bit too small. compared to like the touring cars. But it's not bad. Ausschleiben's a spicy one though, but jeez, that one qualifying matters so much. Because there really isn't that many turns you can really use to pass people. Maybe turn 1 and a turn 2. Maybe. Get 122 is like super quick lap times. You get maybe like 1 or 2 places you can pass per lap, if that. And even then, you gotta like really have, you know, yourself elbows out, kind of door to door banging racing and everything. There we go. Yesterday I was just gone in 10 minutes. Yeah, like a 5. Oh, jeez. Okay. That's impressive. That is very impressive then. Oh, a little bit of a tap there. A little bit of tap on the wall. That is not so good to be tapped. Avoid the tippy taps. Thankfully, Gran Turismo 3 has no damage modeling. So don't have to worry about that too much. There we go, down a gear. Keep it nice and smooth. All the way through all the corners. About halfway through this race. And then we have one more race after this for the Type R Championship. And that'll be Monaco, one of my favorite tracks in this game, the Côte d'Azur track. Absolutely love driving the cars on there, especially even the non-F1 cars. It feels really enjoyable to drive. And it's a shame that street circuits like Monaco only really get used for like F1, Formula E, and like vintage F1 cars, because like touring cars, like TCR cars, or like something like that would be absolutely freaking amazing around Monaco. I would simp for like if European touring cars, the European TCR raced at Monaco, even if it was like a support race for like either like vintage F1 or like Formula E or something, because that would be cool as hell. Give me touring cars at Monaco. The track I love in Germany is the Sachsenring. I've not actually driven a Sachsenring in any of the Sims. I've driven Oschersleben. I've driven the Nürburgring Grand Prix circuit. I've driven the Nordschleife. I've driven Hockenheim. Both the new and the old version. DTM around Monaco. Maybe. GT3 cars would have similar issues with passing as F1 cars, though. TCR cars would probably be better for the tighter, twistier nature of the track. Because you already see how tough passing is at tracks like Macau for GT3 cars. And Macau has spaces where it is a little bit more open, where you can get more of a track, where you can kind of pass around corners and everything. Monaco, less so. One other thing I'd like to see for the Rally Monte Carlo is the super special stage. A super special stage where it's one lap around the Monaco F1 circuit in the WRC cars. That would actually be really fun. And I think that would be a fan favorite super special stage for the Monte Carlo Rally. They should do that. They should absolutely do that. Like seeing rally cars drifting around the tight casino hairpin and everything, racing through the tunnel, sideways through the Novo chicane, past the swimming pool section. Like that would be pretty cool. Being able to look out over your balcony in the wintertime and just seeing, you know, rally cars racing past your house. That would, like, come on. They need to do it. They need to do it. I know it will require road closures for like a day or something, but like the amount of hype would be top notch. You know? The amount of hype would be absolutely top notch. Alright, easy through the corners. Give me a full send. Only one more lap left. Only a couple corners left, basically. 3 more corners to go. And then we'll be racing on the streets of Monaco. And after that, we can upgrade this vehicle to be ready for the MR challenge in the professional league. Well, hopefully we get a good car from that. I think we will. I said there's a high chance we get a good car from that. But we will see. There we go. Down the start finish straight. There's the finish line. Full send. Nice. Very, very nice. Oh, man. There we go. Give me that 10 grand. Give me that money. Show me the money. All right, now the final race of the championship. Hopefully we get a good car from this as well. Wonder what kind of car we'll get. I don't actually remember. But 7 laps around Monaco. This is gonna be fun. We got 2 Accordion Rs, 2 NSX Type Rs. Looks like a Civic Type R and an Integra Type R as well. So that'll be very, very fun. Really hope we get a good car from this. We should though. I'm pretty sure we will. Come on. Full send. That is not the line you want to take. Constantly swerving left and right. That is a very bad line from the NSX ahead of us. Oh, and just look at this track as well. It is a genuinely beautiful track. All the high-rise buildings, all the gorgeous luxury apartments and everything. The Mediterranean coast. Like this would be a fun one. There we go. Full send now. Through the tunnel section. Down into the Navo chicane. I want to keep it in second gear. Minimize wheel spin here. There we go. Past the yachts, past the marina. There we go. Past all the cheering fans who are watching these beautiful Honda machines tear up their city streets. Oh, the beautiful Monaco sunset as well. Really making, you know, giving this gorgeous kind of golden warm atmosphere. That's such a fun track to race on as well. Like, I know some people, you know, like to criticize F1 for still racing in Monaco because, oh my gosh, my overtakes and everything. But just seeing the drivers absolutely push it to the limits, you know, all throughout the track and everything like that, millimeters away from the wall. It's just super cool to see. And I absolutely love driving this track, even in the F1 games as well. Monaco's always been one of my favorite tracks. The tight, technical nature of it is just, oh, it's so much fun. I guess it helps that, that ends up helping me as well because the final S license test is also at Monaco, this track. in the Toyota TS020. And usually, believe it or not, that one actually gives me less issues than a place like the Trial Mountain or the Laguna Seca one. Yes, we're doing international copyright laws. This isn't Monaco. It's Côte d'Azur. So we should treat it like it is Monaco. Ah! Welcome, Not Rezu. Hope you've been well. Hope all is good with you. There we go, nice and smooth through the corners. Oh, this thing is an absolute blast to drive right now. That's lap 2 done. Yeah, legally distinct Monaco. Those barriers at the Novo chicane, when IRL, those barriers aren't there. Also, the swimming pool section is just ever so slightly different and tighter. Other than that, it's pretty close to Monaco. I think maybe the pit lane is also slightly different too, but only ever so slightly. Gosh, this one would be a fun one to come back to Gran Turismo as well. Although I imagine with the tighter licensing restrictions, that is probably a no-go. Damn shame. Would have been an absolute blast, especially with the sheer number of different like F1 cars Gran Turismo 7 has. Between the you know, the Honda, both Honda F1 cars, the 60s Honda F1 car and the 90s Honda F1 car, the 2 custom F1 cars that the Polyphony has, the Red Bull Junior, and even the X 2019 would all be like really cool to have as, like, you know, Grand Prix races on the Monaco circuit. Oh, I can just copy the layout, change up the scenery like they did with oh gosh, no! No, Grand Valley Highway is an absolute abomination. It's gorgeous, but I much prefer the old Grand Valley. I much prefer the old Grand Valley. It flows so much better as an actual racetrack than the weird semi-street circuit that we got. Like, that is one that literally you could have had great racing on by just updating the scenery, like making that more HD and everything, but still keeping it like the racetrack vibes, and then just plopping it into Gran Turismo 7. Like, you didn't need to change anything to the track layouts, but they did. And I don't particularly like it. Like, sure, it's still somewhat enjoyable to race, but it's, in my opinion, I think it's less good compared to the older Grand Valley that was a race course and not a highway. But I don't know. I'll be honest. Some of the in-game course reimaginings I've not been the biggest fan of. I think the only one I vaguely kind of like is Trial Mountain. And even then, I'm still a little bit sad. I am still a little bit sad that they changed chicane to be a lot tighter in Trial Mountain, because it makes it feel a lot worse in slower vehicles. Yeah, no, I think honestly the best version overall of Grand Valley is the one in Gran Turismo 5. I think that was peak Grand Valley. Like, yeah, the flow of the version in 3 is also pretty good. But I do like the newer layout better. That kind of chicane in the middle sector actually flows pretty nicely. And also I do like the fact that they made it a little bit wider at certain points. So it's a little bit better to drive on. All right, we're doing good. We're doing good. Only 3 more laps to go. We have an absolute giga lead on second place, though. I was not expecting I was not expecting this much of a lead. Like, especially for a fairly unmodified NSX. It's only got one level of weight reduction and the computer chip. And, like, we are absolutely spanking the rest of the field. Like, I was expecting to do that for, like, the front-wheel drive cars, just because they do have the limitations of front-wheel drive. But the other NSX, I'm a little bit surprised with. Especially given how close they were to us at Tokyo. Like, I'm a little bit surprised with that. Like, that we managed to now pull such a gap off of them. No tires? No, we didn't upgrade the tires. Because here, the tires don't have any wear until later races. Or certain other races, so we are A-okay on that. We can drive the normal tires and push the vehicle and still have plenty of grip throughout the entire race. For the Professional League MR Cup, I will change the tires to the racing hards. That way I can have the longer lasting tire life. But here, there is no tire wear. There is no tire wear here. Wanted the Super Salsa? Because that costs money. Because that costs money, and I don't like spending money that I don't have to. Plus also, we are already absolutely dominating second place on the stock tires. So I don't want to dominate even more. 'Cause then it feels kind of embarrassing. It's kind of awkward. I like having the close battles when I'm on stream. Although right now we're not quite getting that. Oh, well, that means I at least get the gush about Monaco and try to run as many tight, consistent laps as I can. And looking at the timetables, we're going pretty quick. Yeah, the Super Hards grip better than the stock as well. But like I said, we don't currently need them. We'll definitely get them for the Professional League MR Cup. Oh, sorry, Professional League MR Challenge. But right now we don't need them. Right now we can enjoy this vehicle a little bit closer to its stock performance. Let me tell you, it's enjoyable enough to drive stock. Getting to enjoy the kind of the vibes around Monaco. Bonk. When I'm not bonking up against the walls. When I'm not bonking up against the walls. Ooh, okay, that lap was a little bit slower there. That final corner section absolutely hurt me. We're about 75% of a lap ahead of most of the back markers. I don't think we'll end up lapping them this lap or this race. Although we are very close and closing quickly. I don't think we will quite be able to make it. Like, they will definitely be by the swimming pool section by the time we get to the Novo chicane. And at that point, there isn't much time left. Yeah, they just got out of the chicane. Yeah, they're already close to the swimming pool section. Yeah, they're gonna be across the line by the time we get to the final corner. Probably. Yeah, they're going around the final corner now. We're close. If we had 1 or 2 more laps, we could definitely make it work. Yeah, they just crossed the line now. Right as we're getting to the final corner. I managed to time that pretty closely, actually. 1 or 2 more laps and we would have probably lapped most of the rest of the field. Minus the other NSX. Oh, that's even with the new personal best lap time. Damn. Alright. Damn. So close. So close. Alright, give me the money. Bring me the money! Ooh, 20,000. Alright, 20,000 is a little bit weak, but that's alright. We'll get a good car at least, right? Come on, something good, something good. I mean, S2000's not bad. There's not really any races we can use it in. Right? Actually, we could use it in Spider and Roadster. We could use it in Spider and Roadster. That's not a bad option. Actually isn't a bad option. We probably could do that. I probably will do that, honestly. Because S2000 has the great power to weight ratio, great maneuverability, good handling, all that stuff. That being said, I think we should tackle more license tests. We only got 2 left on the road going side. And one of them is the hardest one for me. S6. We need a 116.8. Fuck. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go absolutely push this to the limits. There we go, short shift to third. Get that power down. Alright, that was a little bit slow through there. Come on, I'm normally quite good at Laguna in a lot of the actual racing sims. In Gran Turismo, I do struggle a little bit with it. Just because this is an older version of the track. Okay, I could probably go full throttle through there, actually. Note to self, go full throttle there. Okay. We got 16 seconds to go through. Got 10 seconds. $15, $16, $17, $18, oh gosh, $19, $20. Okay, so pretty terrible lap time there. Welcome, Jibby. Yeah, Laguna Seca in Gran Turismo 3 is later in the evening. It is at dusk time. And here we go. Much better run out of it. Already about a second up. Maybe even more now. Come on, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good about this. Yeah, the sunset is like iconic in this game. Alright, can I go full throttle through here? Yes, I can. Alright, good stuff. Okay. No! That is way too fast through that corner. Okay. Don't do that, Isaac. There we go, pull out of the corner better. There we go. I could probably go a little bit quicker through that corner. I didn't use all the track naturally. Alright, missed the apex there. Brake earlier there. Yeah, GT3 is probably the most aesthetic with the kind of dust conditions. Like, I always liked racing on it, and 4 as well. But it always felt a little bit more dry, I think, in my opinion. Come on, short shift midway through the corner. Alright, you missed the apex there. That's not great. Much better through there. I can go a little bit quicker. Do I even need to hit the brakes? Maybe? I'm not sure. Alright, I know I can full throttle this one. This one I can full throttle all the way out to the apex, all the way out to the exit curbing. Oh, fuck me. Alright, that part's always gonna be a bit tricky. I gotta basically straight line that section. I need to shave basically 4 seconds off as well. Which is very difficult to do. Like, that right there is probably about a second. But then elsewhere is a little bit trickier. Okay, so yeah, I don't even need to hit the brakes, I can just lift. Alright, I probably lost a little bit of time there. That's fine. I'm gonna go full throttle through here. Okay, don't bugger it up on the corkscrew. Alright, you lost time there. That's not good. "13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. Only about a second and a half now. It's not terrible. That's not terrible. We can shave that time off. Somewhere. Alright, that's probably about half a second. Okay. That's probably about the limit to how fast I can take that corner. Alright, I can get on the throttle earlier there. I'm only about a half second up, if that, right now. There we go. That's the time I lost. Oh, I buggered that last corner up. I wonder what I meant by this with the Viper Laguna Sega. What do you mean by that? Okay. We shaved off about 0.6 seconds. So now we just need a second off. It's not terrible. Ooh, getting a little toasty in here. Let me roll up my sleeves real quick. I think had I not messed up that final corner, I mean, part of the reason why there's so many Viper at Laguna Sega tests was that Kazunori actually got the chance to drive a Viper at Laguna Seca, so he kind of, you know, wanted to share that experience with everyone else. Okay, right. Short shift to third. Short shift to third. Traction over anything else. Later apex, better exit, better exit, better exits. That's gonna run too wide. Yeah, I wish, but no. There's a documentary out there. It's a first generation RT10. It was a first generation RT10 that was the vehicle that he drove. Not RT10. Sorry, the GTS. The regular GTS was what he had driven. I think it was one of the two. It was an early Viper. Okay, down a little bit on time. I don't want to be down on time. Okay. You're pushing too hard at the start and you're overdriving the car. Yeah, this is a nice generation. I've always been fond of the first generation RT10. There's just something about that I've really enjoyed. There we go. Better exit, better exit, better exits. I need to turn in earlier. The downside is, in the modern version, you slight dab the brakes in a GT3, and you turn in at the end of the curb to the left, but that curb isn't there in Gran Turismo 3. So you're kind of guessing. And you can see there that guesswork leads to a lot of inconsistency. Yeah, second generation is definitely a little bit more streamlined. I don't know, I've always had a soft spot with the first generation though. Oh, fuck. Come on, I need to shave off 0.8 seconds. That is gonna be very tough. That's too much. That is way too much there. Ever so slightly too early. Alright, we're going track now. Carry more speed out to the corner. This is good. Because this will allow us to carry more speed all the way up the hill. Keep it in third, keep it in third. No, Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I had it! and I blew the last corner. I literally had the time gain right there. Oh, I'm such a melon sometimes. But I'm your melon, am I right, chat? Yeah, a little too deep on the last corner. Which is annoying because I already knew and made note that I lost time on that last corner anyway. So like, even if I took it kind of mid, I would have been fine. I would have been fine. And I just overdrove that one corner there. Come on. That's way too much of a slide there. Don't do that. Do not touch grass. Do not touch dirt. Holy mother of fuck. Too much mid. Nah, that was worse than mid. That was genuinely terrible. Here we go. That's too fast. Fuck. As soon as I saw the apex of the right-hander at corkscrew, I knew that was going way too quick. My trajectory was good. I needed to slow down a little bit more. Come on, come on. Alright, that's a decent distance there. But it can be better. It can be so much better. There we go. Use all the curbing. Okay, it's not bad. Not nearly as quick as I was going. But we make it work, we make it work. 15, 16. Yes! Let's go! Holy moly! Woo! Oh my word, that was great. Oh my word. Let's go. Holy cow. 0.028 seconds was the distance. Was the time difference between getting it and not getting it. Holy cow. That felt good. The last time I tried to do 100% plays with this game, this one took me an hour. This one took me like maybe, what, 20, 15 minutes? Not that bad. And now we got Côte d'Azur. This one's a fun one. I absolutely love this track. I love this car. Let's do it. Let's see if I remember how to drive this. Let's see if I remember how to drive this. Okay, we're doing good. Keep wheel spin to a minimal. Okay, not terrible. And I've sent my car for the 12 hours. Ooh, best of luck, man. $25, $26, $27, $28, $29. Over a second clear. First try. Fucking gold. Let's go. I could probably go quick if I really wanted to. I probably could. I'm happy. I am happy with that. I am happy with that time. That one wasn't too hard, actually. The OEG gyros are pure. Ooh, very nice. Best of luck, man. Watch out for the dive bombs. And here we go, chat. All gold on the S licenses. You were talking about your favorite car? Well, guess what? There it is. There it is. The Viper GTSR. Very nice. Yes, the GTSR concept. Oh, look at that. Like all PR is almost 5 years. Jeez, that is a long time. That's impressive to have a team that lasts that long. Now let's dive into the stars and stripes. Let's do this, chat. Let's do this, chat. GTS are giving us the American races. Just such a gorgeous looking car, too. There we go, there we go. Alright, into the hairpin. Very nice. This is what we get for all gold. Midnight Welcome, you just missed it. We got all gold in the S license. And we got the gorgeous prize car that comes from it. The Viper GTSR concept. Hi, those are... Hang on a second. Gotta love it when your game thinks your controller is a mouse. I have tried so many different fixes online, and it still thinks for X input devices that my controller is a mouse. I don't know why. But thankfully I have a mostly functional fix. I just gotta be a little bit careful with it. Still got a lot of design to make it into the next generation. Yeah, it looked really, really good. Although I'm surprised. I don't know. I'm surprised no one's made a body kit for the next gen Viper to turn it into the GTSR concept. Just off of the GT concept and GT4 Prologue never got released yet. Oh, in the States? Yeah, they're PAL only. And I think NTSC J only as well. Bit of a shame. But hey, with the advent of the internet and modern emulation, hint hint nudge nudge, you get the chance to play them now. Yeah, the competition coupe. That and kind of the ACR Viper as well. You can kind of see a little bit of the inspiration in the ACR as well, just with a different rear wing. It's a Chinese English GTS NTSC bridge. Oh. Right, okay. So that's probably for like English-speaking Chinese markets, maybe? Or at least give it like an option. Still, I mean, the PAL version, you know, if you don't mind the 50 frames per second, isn't terrible. You know, you can just adjust your monitor's refresh rate for that, and you know, you'd be okay. Or have the V-Sync or the max frame rate and all that stuff. A couple different options for you. There we go. Version Metro runs at 60. Yeah, because NTSC in general is 60 FPS. Only PAL, which is Europe, Australia, and that type of stuff, is 50. Big rip to our pals. they get stuck with the lower frames per second one. Although they get easier license test times. Because they're punks. The version recommend. Okay, nice. I'll have to check that out sometime. Oh yes, American cars, want a noble. They don't? I thought a couple of them, especially Gran Turismo 4, the PAL version had different license test times. Oh, the PAL license tests are harder. Ah, well, either way, sucks to suck for the Europors. I joke. Half joke. Mostly joke. 90% joke. Hey look, us Americans got absolutely screwed over on Mission 34, so you know, we got an extra 4 seconds on that one. So, you know, I don't want to hear it. Like, we have an extra 4 seconds to wait compared to the European versions. What a crazy, they don't know how to do it. Uh-oh. What is the crazy idea? What is the crazy idea? I'm curious now. That's okay, I used to set the speed in its kilometers, just the numbers were higher. Fair. Just to see the higher speeds. You're like, I'm going so quick. DTM 2020 car or LMP3 at Bathurst. Yeah, that's a crazy idea. I'm gonna give you a virtual bonk for suggesting that. That's something that iRacing would do. Just to mess with people's safety ratings, and be like, well, the people like Bathurst and the people like prototypes. Let's put the prototypes on Bathurst. Completely ignoring the fact that even GT3s now are genuinely dangerously quick at Bathurst. Nowadays, don't do that when I set the because screw Europe. Blame Canada. Blame Canada. Canada's like wannabe Europeans. They're like, guys, let us into your club. We're totally not like those Americans in the south of us. And Europe's like, nah. We used to remember when you used to booby trap food about a century ago. No thanks. You got a little bit too many war crimes for us. Nah, I gotta be nice. One of my teammates is Canadian. Poor bastard. I joke. He's genuinely quite quick. Me playing Mumbuzz. I'm French. Oh gosh. Not just Canadian. French Canadian. They do it in GTPs. Gosh, no. I'm hesitant to even race GT3s at Bathurst. And I quite like Bathurst. I like racing at Bathurst, but even GT3s, I'll fully admit, are quick. Here's my last message, didn't show up. That is strange, hang on a second. Oh, I see it. America and Japan are only two countries that matter. Why did YouTube censor that? Gotta love YouTube. Gotta love YouTube. So, yeah, that one, yeah, YouTube definitely censors. I can see it, but yep. That is not going through on, so that one's not going through on Stream Elements side. I did GT2s on Bathurst, and that was scary going almost 200 kilometers. Yeah, holy moly. You gotta brake super early then. You have to brake probably before the first braking marker as well. I'm allowed to say that word. Ah, okay. You have the pass. Oh gosh. I'm gonna get canceled. Oh well. Everyone's angry at Cinder right now, so I'm in the clear, right? I'm beneath notice. Gotta love the VTubing sphere. Can't go a single month without bullshit. Can't go a single month without the drama, the silliness. Fun, right? We can't just vibe and play video games. Nope. We gotta sabotage each other. Fun. Fun. Could you imagine driving a GT4 on Conrad and a high up GT2 passes you? Yeah, that'd be scary. The Continental Circus alone was already pretty scary trying to manage GT4s and GT3s at Bathurst. And the Duo Cup was also pretty tricky managing that. So, yeah, that's I'd be terrified of that. On the bright side, there won't be nearly as deadly on the mountain. But on the straights, the closing distance would be ridiculous. GT2 and T6. No thank you. No thank you. I want to live because one, I like driving a T6, and two, you know, I don't want to. I like not getting rammed at the rear by a GT2, please. Thank you, and you're welcome. I got one more race. Got one more race for the Viper, and then we'll switch to a different vehicle. I think maybe the RSX concept for the FF Amateur League races. I think that would be good. Yeah, that'd be pretty good actually. Do this, then the FF Amateur League, FF Challenge, and then probably MR Professional League. I know I said we were doing a bunch of one-make races, so we'll probably do this, FF, and then we'll do the Tourist Trophy race then after that. That way we do more one-make races, since I said we would. Just want to get a PS2 to play these two games. Oh, for real. Thankfully, PS2 prices aren't super high, so the hardest part is getting the games in good condition because they're still kind of pricey. But these, along with the like Enthusiast, are like top picks for PS2 games for me, as well as pretty much most of Tokyo Extreme Racer library. One Daldinger had a GT4 4 seconds to the front, and the straight 2 seconds. Yeah, no, that's scary. I'm not looking for the GTM at Nordschleife. That's gonna be scary. The capacity GT around 20 laps. Okay, fair. That's actually not too bad then. So yeah, now's probably the time to begin saving up money before the retro prices really catch up to the PS2. Get yourself something there. Just a heads up, if you are purchasing a PlayStation 2, you may want to also consider getting a laser as well for it, a replacement laser, just to keep in storage, just in case, because the lasers do go up on some of the older models, on some of the PS2s. So make sure you do that, and make sure you know how to like replace it and everything. I don't know, I like Coda, so I'm happy about that one. I don't like Nords though. What a hard drive? Does the PS2 have a hard drive? Because like most of the data is saved on the memory cards. I guess the BIOS is saved on the hard drive. It would be saved there, but like, I have never had any issues. Granted, I have a Slim. I have a PS2 Slim, so I have not had an issue with the hard drive. I've had 2 issues with the laser. Once back in 2016, and then again in 2021. Because the reproduction lasers don't work nearly as well as the OEM ones. Some which is now soft modded, but yeah, this reader is showing such. Yeah, that part's the worst. Everything else isn't too bad on them. Yeah, Nords will take a while, but I don't like Nords. I don't know, I've not done it. I have not done that actually. So that would be something for someone else to answer, because I do not know. And I apologize. Welcome, Petrus. Putting a wide body able to tackle the oversteer shift, whatever. No, not even close. The oversteer issue comes with the fact that it's a mid-engine rear-wheel drive turbo car that's set up for oversteer. You want basically... You want to do suspension upgrades there and also just learn to drive it. Wide body kit won't really do much. Sorry. Alright, let's get some light engine tuning. Put a hard drive with the fat and some. Ooh, okay. Nice. Very nice then. And let's get the sport suspension on the RSX. That's that I can't use picture on streams anymore? I'm not sure. That's a good question. You mean like capture stream on like OBS? Check your OBS settings and see if you aren't capturing the screen somewhere else as well. No? I don't know then. That's strange. Bro, your exo Yugi cards. That's cheap. That is cheap. Stealing your Yu-Gi-Oh card. Bruh. Big rip. Big rip. Initially the Dragon Racing mode was a little annoying, but like... I don't know. I think nowadays it's not that big of an issue just because I've memorized most of the traffic patterns and I can adapt to it within like 1 or 2 tries by using speed breaker to kind of maneuver there. It's not that big of an issue. I probably exit the YouTube app on my phone and the stream is going to the corner. Ooh, okay. They are still quicker than me. So that is good to know. That is very good to know. Jeez, I mean that's still like that's still cheap that they stole them from you, you know, like that ain't right. How's the Viper? Viper was good. But now in the RSX, I wanna keep it varied. I wanna do a good variety of events. Alright, so first things first, we want the hard racing tires. And we want a little bit more power. Give me some cheap horsepower. There we go. That'll be good. Alright, Amateur League. Back to the FF challenge. This should be good. We should be able to do this, get whatever vehicle we get from it. I think it's a Civic Type R? I'd have to double check. I'm pretty sure it's a Civic Type R we get from this one. Which would be funny because we could probably have used that for the Type R challenge. But we won this from the first Type R challenge, so... It's fun also that... Bro, you gotta get better people. You gotta get better people around you that don't just steal your shit. That's wrong. Stealing is very bad. I mean, on the bright side, at least you learn, but it's a shame it came at the cost of, you know, some of your possessions and everything. That being said, I do cringe at younger me as well. And I'm sure Isaac, a couple years in the future, will be cringing at current me. So we will see. Oh, hi. Alright, FTO's giving us a good challenge. Bad back then too, but they were... Oh. That's rough, man. Hopefully things are better now, at least. Ooh, alright, come on, let's get past them. Let's get past. There we go. Alright, down a gear. Nice and smooth to the corners. Excellent from with an IT. Still, like, they should be able to afford then a deck of their own instead of just yoinking yours. Oh, now it's working. YouTube be weird. I don't question the YouTube gods. VPN. Okay. The VPN was the issue. So that's why there was some of my analytics I was watching from Antarctica. I see. It was you. No, I'm kidding. I don't actually really look too much at my analytics in terms of like who watches from where and everything. It'd be kind of, I don't know. I might actually take a look now. So it was kind of cool to see like roughly where people were and everything. Because there would be somewhere it was like super specific city, and then there was others who'd be like Chile. Awesome. I could probably figure out who that is, but like where in Chile? I don't know. Not sure where Antarctica came from. Nah, I was being facetious. Last country I was in was Japan. Ooh, Japan. Very nice. Like then I was having to sell cards for money or the other cards make it. Still, that's... I don't know. People annoy me when they do that. Like, I don't personally like... I personally don't like it, like people that steal. Like that's a big pet peeve of mine. Like, bruh, you were basically taking the time I took to earn that away from me. You were stealing my time. Don't do that. Never not to the US. Neither have I, actually. I'd like to go someday. But with current work situations and everything, that'll probably have to be waited a little bit. Plus, there's still a lot I haven't visited in the US that I'd like to go to as well. Like, I'd love to visit, like, you know, out west, Midwest areas, Southwest. Even the Southeast, like the Gulf and everything, would be really cool to visit. Just for like different trips. I've primarily been on the East Coast, but I'd love to go out west. Like, I've not been out further west in Ohio. Yeah, every NFL play stadium. That'd be pretty cool too. I'd love to go to like every different IMSA racetrack around the world. Or not around the world, but around the US. That'd be fun. No honor amongst thieves. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? I mean, to steal, you kind of have to be a little bit dishonorable. There isn't really a... there really isn't a code you can really follow. Daytona. Oh, lucky. I want to go to Daytona. I need to. I wanna do Daytona. I wanna do Sebring. I wanna do Petit Le Mans. I've been to Watkins Glen more times than I can count. I'm doing Watkins Glen again this year. And I get to go to a Motor America race at Jersey as well, which is gonna be fun. That's gonna be a fun day trip. I'm looking forward to that one. Tour the track, been to the winter circle. Oh, nice. Did you go to the like through the Roval section as well? Or did you only check out like the oval sections? Because the Roval is a lot of fun to drive on. But that's what some people would still to feed their pets and children. Kind of, yeah. Although then I'd imagine I try to actually steal things that would directly feed their pets and children, not Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I don't know. Going to the GT World Challenge at Zenvo at 7th, the DTM races Zenvo. Nice, have fun, man. Enjoy the beach vibes as the cars race along the track. Not that I call. Aw, big rip. Oh, the road course is so much fun to race on. I love the high speed sections. I love the heavy braking zones as well. A lot of good places to pass. A lot of good places to get some good battles going. It's an enjoyable track to race on too. Mustangs, nice. The Mustangs. The dark horses. Oh no, the Mustang GT3s. Oh, nice. Make sure you get some good video of that. That'll be very, very nice. All right, they have a good pace. I think we tuned the car to be pretty on pace right now. So I'm looking forward to the next two races. One at the reverse Roman circuit, the other one at Apricot Hill. Both of them should be very, very fun. Give me the money. $5 grand, I'll take it. Money, 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 money. Funny thing if I had installed an HDD and twist them. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. That might be you have to ask someone who's more tech savvy than me. My PS2 is pretty much stock. Mustang look a little, they look boring. Big shame. Would be cool to see them like incorporate like the horse motif and everything into their vibe. Yeah, Fat would probably be a solid option. There we go. Oh, yes. The straight line speed and aerodynamic efficiency of the RSX is helping us out. Only challenger would really be the FTO. And even then, alright, we can do the cutback on them. Side by side, down the back straights. They have the horse, but in boring colors. No lime green and pink. There we go. Oh gosh. Understeer is real. Understeer is real. Right. Cold tires still. Cold tires. You gotta remember, Rome does not warm with the tires quick at all. Tires last very long at Rome. The downside is your hards will take very long to get up to temperature as well. So you do gotta be careful. Doing something really fun. Ooh. What you doing? What are you planning on doing? I'm installing Gran Turismo 6. Whoa. You doing a self-imposed challenge? White and black, white and green, and blue and yellow. I mean, that's not too bad. The blue and yellow is a nice nod to the BTCC cars anyway. I mean, there's only so many color combinations you can do with the horse as well. And still make it look visually appealing. Yeah, though you gotta be careful with the pre-modded ones because then you are subjecting yourself to someone else's workmanship. I'm gonna install every updated one. You're gonna break, it's not gonna work, but good luck, man. I have never seen it work. Oh, what car are you looking at? What car are you looking at, Bloodwolf? What car are you excited to see? Thunderbolt? Okay. Never mind then, I stand corrected. I have never managed to get it to work on my PS3. I have always had to do it in like batches of 5. The yellow mamba. That's the Porsche, right? By accident. You managed to do it by accident. Meanwhile, I'm like, I wonder if I can do it. And then it just freezes. GG. GG. There we go, nice and smooth through the corner. A little tippy tap there. I gotta slow down a little bit more. The front tires are only starting to heat up. Rears are still just barely being dragged along. Oh, okay. That's the AMG instead. Gotcha, gotcha. Right, the Porsche was the Grello Porsche instead. There we go. We got some speed through the corners. We got so much speed through the corners. We got the grip. Nice. All right, we're pulling a little bit of a gap onto the FTO now. Now that we have the mechanical grip, now that the tires have heated up, we got this. We got this, chat. So other favorite AMG team doesn't exist before they moved to the WEC. Oh, rip. Which team was that? I mean, it makes sense though. If they were like pros and everything and really good in the endurance races, it makes sense that they would move the WEC higher, you know, being able to really kind of showcase themselves as drivers. I could do this. You could do this too. That was a horrible pun, Isaac. I could do this, you could do this too. What is going through your head? They're in Lexus. Okay, nice. Lexusy. Hey, just have another tweet added to the deleted tweet of Holland. Oh boy. Do I dare ask? Do I dare ask? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I've already had enough drama today. I don't want to do it more drama. I don't want to do it more drama. That ain't my style. Homie don't play that. Homie don't play that. Now I can make puns. Look. I love dad jokes, okay? I like puns. I hate myself every time because I make myself cringe. But I may be cringe, but I am free. And you too can be free. We can all be free for ice cream. Except the lactose intolerant people. But no one cares about them. Side note, I am lactose intolerant. They're keeping good pace with me. Staying about a second and a half behind. Like, we're going, we have a solid pace going, and they're doing very, very well here. Stay right up with us. I'm quite impressed. I drafted Kobe Minor in the last pick of the draft and then tweeted the announcements. And, oh no. No. Oh. They should have owned it. Keep it, keep it, keep it. That or they should do a quote tweet of it. Sorry, we should say K minor. That's even worse. They shouldn't care about me either. What? Ow. I care about you. Ow. That's bad. The last one. Oh gosh. Do I dare? Do I dare? Do I dare ask what the other one is? Do I dare ask what the other one is? Just damn it. Oh boy. Okay. I'm not gonna read it out loud. I'll have to see that after the stream then. Chicken. Got me worried there for a second. I'm like, wait. I didn't see you post anything. If you type something and it didn't go through, that's on YouTube's side, because I literally didn't see anything. Oh, the lactose joke. Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh, you have me genuinely worried there. I'm like, wait, what did I say? I'm like going back through my mind like, shit. What did I say? What did I say? Oh, I did take it literally. I was so worried there. Oh my word, I got so worried there. Look at the AMG liveries. Oh, I love the BTCC one, the D2 livery. That one's a good one. Oh. I see. I see exactly. I see exactly that. Jeez. Yeah, I see it. I don't get a fin on the days. Okay, good. That's what I was so. I was a little bit concerned there. I'm like, wait, what happened? You're on a bunch of idiots. Nothing pays me anymore. That's good because now I am an idiot you hang around on the internet with. Hi. Idiots who think washing your butt is gay. Oh. That means they got a stinky booty. They got the booty stink. Might ask my designer to recreate the Quirthoff liver for OPR. Oh yeah, that'd be pretty good then. Yeah, do it. Do it. Recreate the liver. Recreate the Quirthoff livery in the OPR colors. That'd be nice. The blue and yellow. There we go, into the lead. My favorite track in the game, Apricot Hill. I prefer the forward version over the reverse version. Get it through the turn. Get it through the turn. Get it, get it, get it. Full send, baby. There we go, back to the right. Back to the left. This car is being beautiful for us. And I am loving it. I am loving this car quite a bit. There we go, good stuff, good stuff. Alright, through the chicane. Nice and smooth. I've not actually used. That's funny, in all my playthroughs, I've never actually used the RSX. Usually I get the rider license first and get the Xera kit car and use that as my main vehicle for front-wheel drive races. And then basically backwards use the front-wheel drive cars to unlock the other cars. But actually, this is a pretty solid vehicle for not that much upgrade price. Still can't find how to mod the PSU. Yeah, I might actually do that, but I don't know. Well, part of me also wants to keep it stock. Just because, I don't know, it has a sentimental value for me. It was given to me by my dad back when I was like really, really young. And it was my first ever like console that was like mine. Not a hand-me-down, but like actually mine. Which is really cool. Because Dum Dum Cat keeps waking up at 7 a.m. Ah, the kitty. Kitty's like, human, wake up. I want food. I don't care that my people has food in it. I want food. I want food. Like, okay, kitty. Fine, kitty. You can have cheeseburger, kitty. Oh, that is an old dead meme. Dead meme right there, Isaac. Why do you do this to yourself? I don't know, Isaac. Why do you do this to myself? Because you're a silly boy, Isaac. I am a silly boy. Into the hairpin. Absolutely love this corner. There we go. Full send. The water went on this race because he tried to bite. Oh, jeez. Holy moly. Damn. Just the people. And I just think the white and black one is just bad. Yeah, I mean, if it's being mean and trying to bite your cat, like, no. Yeah, dude, spray it with water. Make it a wet kitty. Make it regret doing that. Make it know your cat is not to be fucked with. Because your cat is your precious bean. Oh, speaking of which, today, I set up the catio. It was a little cat tent that I can put on my deck to have my cat kind of sit in while my wife and I outside. And I made some grilled sausage hoagies with some grilled onions and peppers. And oh my gosh. It was so good. And we got to enjoy a nice warm day outside. Eating some food, having a cat in the tent as well. Just she enjoyed watching the birds. So what's also nice MG delivered for you is check out the new Bowson VDS one. I'll have to check that out shortly. I know, he ran in with Sniff and then tried to go for the... Oh. Nope. Bad kitty. Bonk the kitty. Bap the kitty with a newspaper roll. That's good. Yeah! Oh, it tasted so good. It was very nice. I had some Italian sausage left over from the pasta I made the other night. Because I didn't use all of it. So I'm like, okay, I can grill it. Make some hoagies. Tasted good. A little bit of pizza sauce on it as well. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. Some mozzarella. Very tasty. The downside is I still got 2 hoagie rolls now and I don't know what to do with them. Now for the updates and stuff. Oh, okay, good luck, man. Hopefully you get 2 for 2. With the updates. Hopefully. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. We're on the turn. Nice. Halfway through the final lap. Yeah, with that one, I cut the sausage up into small slices, thin slices. Remove the casing, fried that in the skillet, boiled the pasta, mixed that in with the sausage, added some diced up onions, and then added the pasta sauce and some diced up tomatoes, diced up cherry tomatoes, and then added some mozzarella on top of that, and it was good. It was good. That was for Thursday, last Thursday. Now it's tasty. I might have to do it because the bright black, bright blue, and silver look. Oh yeah, that'd be pretty good. Hang on, is that what you DM'd me? Let me actually look at that real quick. Oh no, that was more on the other deleted tweet. Oh gosh. That was more on the other deleted tweet. Fun. Oh. Hey, the Tyranny Celica. Nice. Alright, I got a moderately tuned Celica there. Very, very nice. Oh, it was really good. Alright, I think we got time for a few more races. Now I'm impossible to say to them. Aww. Big rip. Hopefully so next month they can get some good pasta then. I think we should do Stars and Stripes actually. Get this knocked out. And get the fun card that comes with it. Yes. All right, 3-lap race at Seattle. These shouldn't take long, but we should have some fun with them. Okay, a little bit of lag there. But not too much lag. We're good, we're good. Oh, the speed of the Viper though. Absolutely loving this car. This thing is beautiful. Gotta wait into the first. Yeah. If you want, I could probably send over the recipe for the sausage pasta. It's pretty simplistic and usually is pretty inexpensive too. Most expensive thing would be probably the sausage, depending on where you get it and everything like that. But it tastes good. Actually, yeah, I'll do that. I'll have to search up the pasta and get that recipe again. And hey, only a couple more days until the first anyway, like 4 days until the first. So, you know, good stuff. Someone said that last year colors had an AMG, but what the fuck stuff? Okay. Yeah, they're kind of the blue and yellow, but in the style, the Quidicop style. Nice. That could work, I think. Yeah, you can post it on Discord. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that after the stream. I'll do that after the stream. Do you want it with or without the peppers? Because I just remember mine also had red peppers in it as well. Like, not spicy red peppers, but like the sweet red peppers. But they were like diced up and added to the sauce and everything. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. Keep it pushing, keep it pushing. Halfway through the race. And then we'll go to the reverse version of Seattle Circuit next. Just so we can, we'll go from the north down to the south of California, over to Japan for Super Speedway for this series. Pan Pacific US Championship. Alright, one more lap. But yeah, don't worry. After the stream, I'll post it in cooking. I'll have to find it again and I'll post it in cooking. Oop. All right, good stuff. Good stuff. Nice. Here we go. Here we go. Here are the corners, the speed, the smoothness. I love the way the Viper handles. This thing is an absolute blast to drive. And it holds up so well through the corners as well. The rear end doesn't want to step out. The front grips, the front bites. It looks beautiful. Look at that massive rear diffuser as well. Like, holy cow. Alright, there we go. Hang on a second. Sorry. It bounced off. My controller decided to click on something else there. Sorry about that. There we go. Give me the money. Looks fun. Yeah. Don't worry. Three more races. I probably end the stream then, and then I will get you the recipe. Oh, right. Music. Nice. Alright, big speed now, big speed. Ooh, the Cobra, a little bit on the steer there behind. It had some speed though. You can tell it's been upgraded, it's got that power. It has the power. There we go, there we go. Nice and smooth through the corners. The second of the Seattle races, this time the reverse version. Because both America Stars and Stripes events need to have all the Seattle all the time. But that's alright. I do quite like Seattle circuit. And it feels good in these cars as well. It doesn't feel good in much faster vehicles. But like this is probably the limit, is what feels comfortable to drive around Seattle with the jumps and everything. There's also GT4 OPR design coming as well. Ooh, for GTM. Alright, who am I gonna be racing against in GTM? You gotta at least tell me that. Who am I racing against? Is it Ben? Please tell me it's Ben. I'm not racing against Ben in forever. I wanna race against Ben again. Race against Ben again. Yeah, something like that. Depends what Ben wants. Well, if you're creating a livery for the GT4, who's going to be driving it? Who's currently slated to be driving it? Oh, it's for you. But I thought you were racing a GT too. So where are you going to be racing a GT for? Oh, it's got some $1 deals. On the 29th, it's 1 Burrito Supreme and 5/6 1 Nugget Supreme. I mean, that's pretty good. That seems a pretty good deal then. I don't know, there isn't really a Taco Bell that's close to me. So I've not really actually been to Taco Bell all that much. The closest Taco Bell is like a 20-minute drive from me. So it's literally not worth it because I can make better tacos at home. But like, if it was closer, oh yeah, I'd probably go to Taco Bell somewhat frequently. My colors in case Ben wants to go GT2, get the GT4 live. Oh, okay, so either way I'm racing against one of you. Very nice. Very, very nice. I hope to give y'all a good challenge. I hope to give y'all a good challenge then. There we go, nice and smooth through there. Am I supposed to miss? Yeah, definitely. God, I wish there was a Taco Bell close to me. There is not. We got a few Chick-fil-A's though, and some Wendy's. I was trying to figure out what to eat if we got. I mean, those $1 deals seem pretty tempting, given the fact that like it's probably the best bang for your buck, as long as you enjoy Taco Bell. If you don't, then well, probably not your choice then. Downside is you gotta get the app, which is fun. Alright, now the super. Wait, I said we were gonna do Laguna Seca next. Oh well. Laguna Seca would be the nice finale. This will be a short sprint around. I like how they had to double the lap length, the number of laps, because otherwise it'd be over in a heartbeat. Oh well. It'll still be over quickly. There's so many Ferraris for TGT. Yeah, I'm staying in the Merc though. I'm staying in the Merc. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about that. There we go, nice and smooth through the corners. Carry the speed out. Another gear. Give me all the gears. Gears of war. Gears of war. There we go. There we go. Nice and smooth through all the corners. So we'll be in the Mercs. So I'll be in the Merc. Trying to convince Ben. Ben, take the Merc. Merc versus Ferrari. Honestly, that would be kind of a cool, like, one-off race. Where it's like one manufacturer versus another manufacturer. Especially if it's like manufacturers that have had like major rivalries in the past, like Ford versus Ferrari. Or like Mercedes versus BMW. Versus Audi versus Porsche. Like a four-way like team fight, and so you gotta like try to help your teammates in the other like the manufacturers and everything. That'd be kind of fun actually. Ferrari versus Lamborghini, or the battle of the Volkswagen Group, Lamborghini versus Porsche versus Audi versus Bentley. Kind of like Nations Cup, yeah, but like specific manufacturer rivalries. Honda versus Lexus versus Nissan. I don't know, it could be fun. Maybe. Alright, 2 to go here, ladies and gentlemen. Sadly getting quicker and quicker through the corners. There we go, the speed. Like the fact that we're consistently around like 160 miles an hour on the back straights, 130 in the 120 in the tight corner, about 140 in the open corner. That's very nice. Not Scotty intend to join TGT too. Yeah, provided they continue to make it. I don't have to miss 2 of the 6 races. So I probably won't be in contention for actual championship position. But I could still, when the races I do show up in, I still want to make sure I put up a good show. I put up a good fight. All of that. There we go. Give me the money. Give me the money. Show me the money. Money, money. We got the money. Alright, Laguna Seca, let's go. The final race of the night. I know I'm ending a little bit earlier than I normally do, but I am still exhausted from that endurance race yesterday. So, probably for the best that I get myself a little bit of rest. A little bit of rest. A little itty bitty amount of rest. There we go. The speed. Down into the gears. Ooh, alright, the Cobra died. Never mind, the Cobra's good, the Cobra's good. The Cobra just had a major spin. Or major slide, anyway. But he's good, he's good. We can go through the corners quicker. We can go through the corners a lot quicker. There we go. You got a call from Bernardo. Pronto, Cobra driver. What's up, bro? Spinala. The heck is that an Italian? I don't speak Italian. Doesn't matter, you spin. Oh, I can't wait to the next episode of Racing VTuber Clips. It's always fun seeing who makes it, who doesn't, and everything. I know he recently did the Curie Kilovolts one, the special, which was kind of cute. But I like having the variety of the different people on it. Like, if he's doing it as a special, I wish he'd do, like, more of, like, what he did with the Hololive one, where it was, like, the ACC one. It'd be kind of fun. Had a massive spin on Spa and practicing the oh, fun. Yeah. Again, I apologize for having to drop basically the last week for the 6 hours. Kaito's family emergency on Kaito's end. So, I didn't want to make him be like, nah, you have to race. And I don't have the ability to race for 6 hours solo. I think my limit solo is about 3.5, without like any breaks. Any longer than that, and I start to make really silly mistakes, and I get reckless. So, 6 hours solo probably wouldn't be good. Yeah, thanks for being understanding, man. I really appreciate that, by the way. For real, for real. Oh, alright, I crossed the pit line. There we go, nice and smooth through here. Yeah, I apologize on that front. Hey, it's still good though. If you want, I can send over the setup I use for the V2.4 for the Mercedes if you want to see if that's better than your current setup. And then you can adjust it for your 6 hour race. Up to you though. If not, no big deal. No harm, no foul. Go through the right out. Kind of gotta go set up. Ah, okay. I mean, mine is modified off of a go setup, so you're probably good then. You were probably good then. Because mine is only slightly modified off of a go setup. Basically, just soften the rear R bar a click. and adjusted the camber and toe for a little bit less tire wear. So, yeah, all good. Oh, another this 2000. This time we got the race car version. Very nice. Just out of curiosity, is the S2000 race car, is that are we able to race that in Spider and Roadster? S2000, S2000. Spoon S2000, but not Spoon S2000 race car. Damn. Okay. That is rough. That is extra rough. Oh well. Anyway, I gotta save the game here. It is getting very late, and I need to get a few things sorted. Thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the stream, please make sure you leave a like, subscribe, let me know what I'm rolling in the comments down below. If you didn't like the stream, please let me know what I'm doing so I can fix it in the future. With that being said, I've been Isaac Umbras, and wherever you're in the world, whatever it is for you, may it be a great time, and I'll see you all in the next stream. Till then, take care everybody. Bye bye.